Killer Beaz is a stand-up comic that has been touring the United States for 3 decades in search of fun. So luckily, the Comedy Catch has given him 3 consecutive days of employment right here in Chattanooga. He's here to tell us about that and some other jobs that he's taking on this year. Thanks for joining us.
Jess, how are you?
I'm doing
great.
Nice
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Well, welcome back to the Scenic City, of course.
Thank you. I was last here in November, so I've come in about every 6 months, something like that. So doing shows all weekend at the Comedy Catch, which I've been performing, Jess, at this club for about 30 years.
Well, I was going to say, we mentioned 3 decades. Have you really been doing comedy that long?
Yeah, I'm in my 37th year.
Wow, well,
right
congratulations.
Now. Well, thank you very much. That's a long run in any career, actually, man, 37 years, so I'm very, very tickled. And thank goodness I did not do my homework when I was growing up, because then I'd ended up with a job, and that would have been a buzzkill.
You'd have been at a desk, right?
Yeah, so there's that.
So how did you get started in comedy?
Well, did not do my homework growing up, and
Kids, still do your homework.
Yeah, he's holding her. That's right. Gracie's here. Gracie's 10. She's my new friend. She's over there.
You'll meet Gracie a little bit later, guys. I promise,
I used to play blues guitar in Jackson, Mississippi. And my last name's Beaz, so you know how people abbreviate your last name?
Yeah.
I would go out in front of whatever band and do my little guitar solo, and the people that knew me, Jess, would go, "That was Killer Beaz." And the people that did not know me thought that was my stage name. They thought it was so-and-so band with Killer Beaz on guitar. So when I started doing stand-up back in 1982, I just kept that stage name, Killer Beaz, Best Buzz in Town.
There you go. Well, that came naturally then.
Yeah, and it has served me well. I had no idea how important a memorable name was going to be. You know, I knew nothing about show business, but I've been funny since I was a little baby. But just by pure luck, all these years later, it is so memorable. I see people all the time that go, "We saw a comedian the other day. He was great." I'm like, "Cool, who is it?" They go, "I can't remember his name."
Right.
So you get a weird name like Killer Beaz, and just luck.
It sticks in the brain.
Thank you, Lord, for the blessing. Yeah, it has really, really helped me out. So.
Well, what have you been doing lately, and what are some of the favorite things that you do?
Well, I work a lot. I'm lucky enough that I have lots of work. So I do I do my own land shows around the country, and I also have a contract with Carnival Cruise Lines, and I do shows on their ships. So on the 23rd of this month, I will go out on cruise number 106.
Wow.
Doing performances in the Caribbean. And so I'm doing that, and Sunday, I'm here Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, I go to East Tennessee and start taping the new season of Moonshiners on Discovery Channel, which this will be my 3rd season on there, and that is the most fun.
How did you get on Moonshiners? You're not a moonshiner, right? We can't say on there.
Of course not, yes. I was doing a concert in Bristol, Tennessee. Of all things, I got a hit on my Twitter account from 2 of the cast members that said, "Beaz, it's Mark and Digger from Moonshiners. We saw you at Zany's Comedy Club in Nashville 20 years ago. We're fans of yours." See, there's that memorable name. "We're fans of yours. You're in our part of the country. Come see us." So went and visited and hit it off with them, just right out of the chute like that. One of the guys named Digger, his family was in the funeral home business, and I used to work in a funeral home with both embalmed, so we had that to talk about so we could creep everybody out that was around us. But we just hit it off immediately, and they go, "Man, we need to teach you to make moonshine." And I'm thinking, y'all need to get me on that show. And so became fast friends with them and started going up, and did an apprenticeship.
Became a natural
fit. And then we were able to get me on the show, and I play Killer Beaz, the comedian, on the show. I play myself. And for the last 2 seasons, I've been a broker. Well, I will do big money deals between Mark and Digger and celebrities out of Nashville. My first time ever on the show, I made the biggest sale in the history of the show, $30,000 worth of moonshine in one hit.
No wonder they have you back for a 3rd season.
Correct, and this was to the lead guitar player that wrote Sweet Home Alabama when he was in Leonard Skinner. Went to his mansion in Nashville and all this stuff. Anyway, so that, and I play myself. Last year, one of the episodes one of my episodes was shot at the Comedy Catch here in Chattanooga. And I'm sure there's viewers here that were at that show.
I remember when they came to town, absolutely.
Right. So we actually shot in there. So
now you're at the Comedy Catch this weekend.
Correct.
So if someone is not familiar with you, how would you describe your show?
I'm a storyteller. That's what I don't do many one-liners. I'm a storyteller, and I try to put a bunch of punchlines in the stories. And I'm not a put-down kind of a guy. I'm one of these comedians that I like levity. I want people to come to the show and for an hour escape from all the political hubbub that's going on and all the bad news. So I love silly. I'm into silly, and I'm into outrageous, how did you come up with this stuff kind of story. So that's what it is. Hopefully, if you come to the show, your belly will be sore from laughing. If not, I feel like I didn't do good.
Well, that's the goal, right?
So that's the goal. That's the goal.
Did you ever think that, when you were growing up, that you would be able to travel the world just by being you?
Never. This is it. And I grew up in Jackson, Mississippi. And when I was a kid, Jess, they would ask, "What do you want to do when you grow up?" I had no idea. I go, because I didn't know what all there was. And becoming a stand-up comedian and having a career on stage was way out. That was past Pluto out there, So nobody knew that was accessible to somebody. When I started stand-up, there were no comedy clubs in the entire state of Mississippi where I was living. So it was a super, super long shot. But I just kept at it,
You made it happen, right?
And so that's right.
All right, so you're at the Comedy Catch all this weekend.
Correct.
We do recommend you should probably go ahead and buy your tickets. They do sell out quickly at the Comedy Catch. So go ahead and get your tickets online. You're going to be back with us tomorrow, too. So we'll talk to you again here soon. And join us tomorrow morning for more with Killer Beaz, and then catch him at the Comedy Catch. Thanks for joining us.
Jess, thank you. That was great.
All right, talk to you again real soon. We'll be right back on Let's Chat.